along those same lines, the second one that you brought up, which I thought was fascinating, and I love the fact that I live this stuff every day, all day long, and I still miss these stories. So Workato, a company that we're partnered with, acquired a company called DeepConverse, and it's a really interesting acquisition. And I think it's potentially well, I don't even know if it's signaling. I think it's, to me, at least, some question marks. So Workato, if you're not familiar, right, is a iPaaS player. They came sort of out of nowhere just a few years ago, and have just really taken the world by storm, mostly through this sort of low code, no code approach to integration, and have done exceptionally well. Again, very targeted on the enterprise. You can, if you're not familiar with them, you can sort of, and they probably hate me for saying this, but sort of think of them like a Zapier for the enterprise, right? And that's highly simplified, but because that's the idea of it, right? The sort of click, drag, and drop way to connect systems together. And it's a very sophisticated platform. And it has been very much a behind the scenes sort of thing. And so DeepConverse, I don't know much about them, but they, from what I can understand, are basically a generative AI platform focused on providing customer support or customer support automation. And reading between the lines, it sounds like Workato sort of is thinking about repurposing some of that technology to make it more broadly applicable. Clearly, its alignment with automation fits very closely with what Workato is. I mean, they're an iPaaS, but they're very focused on the automation aspects of it. So I think that part is interesting, but it does. I don't think it's clear what they intend on doing with it. So I don't know if you had any read on it.
Yeah, I think in general, Workato has been working on translating its integration capabilities into applications and becoming a low-code application platform. They need a little bit of help on the front end side right now because they've been so focused on the back end and making sure that data gets from one place to another. Of course, as an iPaaS, makes a whole lot of sense because they get compared to, as you said, Zapier on one end, or SnapLogic, or what Informatica is doing, what MuleSoft is doing. That's the type of competition they have dealt with on that integration side. But on the application in developing applications in this new world, they need a generative AI component on the front end so that people can type in their requests more easily. And DeepConverse is going to be helpful from that perspective. It's really more, it's partially tech, partially talent acquisition, kind of an acquihire as well. This is not a gigantic company. But at the same time, this is going to be helpful for Workato to figure out how to actually generatively support what they're doing rather than what they have now, which is low code, but still kind of I would say now old school UI based approach. UI workflow drag and drop is now old school compared to what just asking it to make something.
Conversational, yeah.